Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel here. Hope you can hear me. It's a little echo chamber in here because as you can see, the drywall guys, they came. They came last week on Saturday and did this whole house here in about 10 hours, so that's really quick of them. And their job was just to come and just hang the drywall, and then last week we were going to come by and do all the taping and fix the joints and screw holes and all that stuff, but they said they had some extra time and they'll come and do that all of that stuff for us. So that was really great that they did that, and everything turned out really nice here. So it's nice to take a little week off there to catch up on stuff, but we're back here again, and kind of the task for now is to come back here and do like the final kind of sanding on all these joints here and the seams, and there's a couple of screw holes that got missed, but that's not a big deal because they did 99% of the work for us. So that's what we're going to be doing, sanding, and then after that we'll be getting the texture on and some drywall sealer after that, and just a whole bunch of little things we have to get done. Not sure how far we're going to get, but we're going to go ahead and get started on the sanding. And first, before that, let's just take a little tour around the house here and see what it looks like. And last week the small little electric fireplace came in, so I was able to measure that and do a little rough framing there to make the insert for the fireplace there, put some drywall on that. I'm not going to finish that because I'll either have some wood on it or it'll have some stone on it. Haven't decided that yet. But yeah, come to the walls here. These guys, they put, I don't know, 3 or 4 nice coats on the seams here. Oh, you see that there? Just a small little amount of sanding to do. So that's really nice to have that done there. Did the ceilings. I wasn't looking forward to doing the ceilings, so I'm glad they did that. We have to come in here and on these beams here, put some wood over the beams here to make them look like a nice big 4x12 beam. There'll kind of be some fake beams, but it'll look nice. Look around here for the entryway. This is all done here, of course. Down the hallway, everything's done. I won't show too much of this because it looks just like what I showed you before when everything was halfway done. And of course here in the bathroom, everything is done also. And here it'll have a cement board on the back, that's why that's not drywalled. And then we'll have a tile in there for the shower. So, yep, anyways, I'm going to go out to my van and find all my sanding stuff and gonna get to work here. All right, check this out. Took a day and a half, but we got all the sanding done here. Got the ceilings done, we got the walls all done. Everything is nice and smooth now and ready for the texture. There's a couple spots we had to go over and kind of cover up some couple more screw holes and some little gouges and scratches, but that wasn't a big deal. And I went ahead and sanded that done today once that dried. And then yesterday we got the windows taped up here with the plastic, so not getting that texture all over the windows here. So doing this texture here in the bedroom, I'll start here and probably start back there in the closet so I can kind of get the texture thing all calibrated and spraying the right kind of texture that I want and like the right consistency. So I'll get everything worked out in the closet there. So I'm not gonna put it on the walls here and it's gonna look ugly there. But nice thing about this texture, if I mess up, I can just get the scraper and peel it right off. So that's nice and easy. I went here to the bedroom and I sprayed down the walls and ceilings with the air compressor. Just kind of blow all that dust off of there. Show a little bit when I'm getting started there. And it's kind of hard to see the texture going on the wall. So I'll come into the bathroom, I'll kind of show the texture going on the bathroom wall there because it's green and it'll show up a little bit better. But anyways, go and get the texture sprayer all set up and some mud mixed, and then we'll go and start putting some texture down. Alright, so I have my 3.5 gallon box here, this all-purpose joint compound. We're here putting my mixing bucket, and I'm just adding about 10 ounces of water in there, just to kind of get a little bit more watery. Go ahead and mix that up, and once it's mixed, I'm trying to get something around I don't know, consistency of maybe like a creamy yogurt, and that's about the perfect consistency for this knockdown texture. Alright, well, you saw I just got the ceiling done there, and I went ahead and did the wall here. And since the climate here is really dry, I can only do I sprayed on one wall, and then I have to knock it down within about 5 minutes, or else it starts getting too dry. I've done other places where it's more humid, and sometimes I have to wait 20 minutes to knock it down, but here it's only about 5 minutes, and I can only do one wall at a time. But you can see this is kind of the consistency of the drops that get put on there. Kind of use that light switch for a scale there, but just nice even drops everywhere. And then to knock it down, just get your nice knockdown knife and you just start putting it down. You don't want to put too much pressure on, just real nice even pressure there. And if that's something that's not knocked down enough for you, I always like to go up and down, and then I'll come from the side and then put out the side too, to kind of really give it a little bit more knockdown on top, bottom, sides. I think it gives it a really nice texture there for it. Alright, so there we go. Pretty easy to do this. Just put on and just knock it down, and then I do it from the side also. That kind of spreads that texture around a little bit more. And this is just kind of the consistency and texture that I'm going for. So now I just have to do this on the rest of the house. So these kitchen walls, they're pretty easy to do here because it's just big flat surfaces. And I'm sure it's hard to see on the video there, the time lapse that actually did anything, but here we are, I actually did something here. And below here, kind of where the cabinet's gonna go, I didn't bother doing the texture behind there, or behind there where the backsplash is gonna go, or the bottom cabinets. It'd just be kind of just wasting my time to do that. But yeah, so kitchen is almost done here. And if you're putting up any texture like this, I guess one tip there is to make sure your knockdown knife is nice and clean. Just keep a little rag with you to clean the edge off. Or else you get a bunch of like streaks inside your texture there.
Moments later.
Well, next day here, and as you saw, all this texture is finally done here, and everything's all dried up, looking nice. Like the pattern is nice and even and kind of random, so that's what we're going for. I got the floors cleaned up, got all the plastic and paper taken off, and we're gonna get that loaded up and take that down to the dump and get the outside cleaned up a little bit more because there's more trash out there. Yeah, this house is coming along very nice, I'd say. Next thing to do is we're gonna come along with the belt sander and kind of sand down some of these seams here so they're not standing up and lifting the floor up. And kind of just some of these seams along there. Not many, it's just a little bit of a rise on these seams here. Pretty simple to do that. And then after that, it'll be spraying the whole house down with the drywall primer. But for now, we're gonna get a couple more things and head down to the landfill. All right, well, it's been a couple days here since I put the texture on, and I've had the heater running here, so that's really dried up everything really nice and kind of gotten the humidity out of the house. So everything's dry, looking good, happy with how the texture came out. Next step here, now that everything is dry, went ahead and got 10 gallons here of PVA primer, and that stuff I'll go with the sprayer and spray that on the walls and ceiling. And all that does is kind of just seal up the drywall. So it'll cover the paper and all the texture, because that stuff really soaks up the paint. So it's easier to put this primer on and let it soak up the primer, because the primer's pretty cheap. So when that's all done, then everything's gonna be one nice color, nice base white color, and that'll be a nice base to put the actual wall colors on and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the sprayer ready and go here and start spraying this house down. Well, it's been a ton of work to get here, but we've got the drywall hung up, we've got the taping and mudding all done there, got that sanded down, put the knockdown texture on the whole house, got the PVA primer on the drywall, on the ceilings, and I went ahead and waited for that to dry and put the flat white ceiling paint on the ceilings, and I also did that in the closets here because those are going to just be, their finished color is going to be a flat white paint. So that one's done, and yeah, just making a ton of progress here. I can kind of see the end is in sight, but right now we're just gonna have to do just a lot of little projects here just to get the whole house done. We're kind of done with all the big projects, and now it's just the little things to get everything done. But anyways, probably the next video we'll be working on the bathroom there. We got to get the tile started in there and the accent wall done here, and just kind of start on doing some of like the built-in things like the bench over there and some things here in the kitchen. Before the next one here. For this video, that's probably gonna all be it for now. I got the paint dried in here. I have the windows cracked, the heater's on. I'll just come back in a couple days and we'll get back to work here. But thank you everyone for watching the videos, and thank you for your likes and comments and all the support you guys have shown me. But anyways guys, I will see you here next weekend for the next video. Thanks for watching.